Let me tell you how interesting God can be with how he works. This morning, I went to a men's breakfast that we do regularly at my church. And I knew upon coming back to this church last year that my old boss actually attends here. Never would have known or guessed he was even a believer. Um, and I worked with him for about 3 years, and we butted heads the entire time I worked there. The whole thing, but that company that I worked for was independently owned, and so in my state, which is Missouri, you can deny somebody who is homeschooled from being eligible for promotions and things of that nature. And so I was denied being able to be promoted in that company. And so I was pretty fiery and frustrated back then. And me and him used to butt heads every day. I would out him on emails for things he was doing negligently into our department, even to the CEO at one point. It was a whole ordeal working together with him. He was a hothead, I was a hothead, but it's so funny because I ran into him in the summer at our little summer bash that we do, and I was working the water slide for the kids, and he brought his daughter there, and so we reconnected. And this morning he sees me, and I invite him to sit with me, and to my surprise he does. He comes and he sits down, and we talk for pretty much majority of that morning, which really threw me off. If you would have told me at the start of the year that this year I would be hanging out with my former boss, I would have told you that you were insane. But we were talking about God and talking about marriage and talking about our kids, and we were both very surprised at how delightful the other is outside of work. So that's a little wake-up call for you this morning. Don't get so checked out in the world when you're at places like your job that you forget Christ, and that you forget that you were redeemed, and that same love that you didn't deserve that Christ gave you, you should give to other people. Me and this guy could have gotten along a long time ago, potentially better, if it wasn't for me kind of losing track like that.